Hello, friends. Welcome back to Shadowplay Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here today, friends. I hope you're all doing amazing. If you are new to the channel, welcome. There are a variety of videos to check out. And if you are returning, well, friends, you know I love you. Thank you so much for coming back and spending more of your precious time here with me on our little channel. I'm very excited to get into today's reading. Today, we are going to be getting messages from your higher self. What is it you most need to hear at this moment in time? Friends, it is not easy out here in these streets, no matter where you live, what you're doing, what your job is, your home situation, your relationship, your family. Collectively, it's a very interesting time full of changes, pivots, triggers. Environmentally, we're dealing with things. The weather has gone bananas. So I just wanted to come on here and just give us some messages, what we most need to hear today. Today is a pick a card reading. And actually, I have 3 concert tickets here. These made me smile big time when I found them in my little boxes of things that I've kept, my relics from my younger years. I'm actually laughing looking at these concert ticket prices as well. So let's begin. We have 3 groups to choose from. We'll see which one you're most drawn to. We have group number 1 with this Jay-Z live at the Hollywood Palladium. This is from 2008. And yeah, how much did it cost? $150. Can you imagine? That is a small theater, actually. I was right up in Jay-Z's face at one point, I'm sure. We have group number 2 with Miss Britney Spears, The Circus. This is circa 2009, and it also cost $150 to see her back then. And let me tell you, my seats were real good. And last but not least, we have group number 3 with Wu-Tang this was at the House of Blues, another very small venue. And yeah, one day I'll tell you guys a story. I ended up hanging out with them after. But anyway, that was only $77. And let me tell you, it was well worth the $77 back in the year 2008. All right, friends. I thought that would be fun. I hope you enjoy those items to choose from. Again, we have group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. All right, when you're ready, I'll meet you at your reading. Hello, my group number 1s. If you picked this Jay-Z concert stub, then welcome to your reading, friends. We're going to put that right there. And as I mentioned in the intro, today we're going to be getting messages from your higher self. What is it you most need to hear? What are urgent messages for you to hear during this time? Any messages that can help bring you clarity, validation, guidance, understanding, hope, whatever it is you most need, friends. That's what this reading is aiming to provide you. So let's begin. Let me go with this one. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for allowing me to channel these messages today for my group number 1s. What's currently going on with my group number 1s, please? What's their current energy to help my group number 1s identify that this is their group? That this is indeed their group where they're going to have messages. What's currently going on, please, with my collective, my group number 1s? What's going on with my group number 1s? All right, so we have the Star card. We have Aquarius energy flying out. We also have Aries, Aquarius, Leo, and Capricorn on the table. All right, so I got a first thing I got to say, it's rejection is indeed divine intervention. So if something hasn't been able to take off for you, I'm guessing it's a timing thing, or maybe it's for the better, or it's just not time yet. You guys are resting, okay? Also, maybe taking care of your mental health and healing. I do think there was some conflict or tension around you when maybe it had to do with other people. Something here hasn't been able to take off. Yeah, they're saying it's not moving forward. Something here is not moving forward. So, whatever tension or stress or a conflict with others, maybe it was, you know what, maybe they don't even know it's conflict. Maybe in your head, I hope not, but comparison, right? Comparing yourself to what others have or what other people are doing. And maybe that's kind of something that you're dropping. That's not for everyone. That's just for those of you that are kind of in that situation. Also, keep in mind, I don't say this enough, it is a collective reading. Tarot is just picking up the current energy and things always change. Only take what resonates, leave the rest for someone else because it's not your story. But yeah, something here definitely isn't moving forward. And even though maybe you've been debating, going back and forth, should I do it? Should I not? Should I hold myself back? It's almost like by you resting, by you chilling out, by you kind of loosening the grip a little bit, letting this breathe or letting things flow for the time being, that's probably the best thing that you could be doing. There's an interesting message here. If you do find yourself comparing yourself to others, or if there's people around you where there's conflict, maybe it's in the workplace or in your home, it's like detachment is going to help your mental health. Look, I keep messing with these cards. Maybe that's what you got to do. Don't mess with it. Just chill out. Yeah, I'm getting a sense of taking care of your mental space. What's living in your head rent free? Does it belong there? Because there's some things here that we can choose to ignore that'll actually release some of this feeling of burden that you've been feeling, or anxiety. Maybe it's been messing with your sleep. So during this time that you're in hermit mode, there is a wait, like you're still waiting for something. I don't know if some of you are traveling alone, or maybe you've been wondering if you should go away. The answer is heck yeah. If you can, do something to create like peace around you, where you can be by yourself and be introspective. Now, for those of you that this isn't physically going somewhere, I still feel like you're just kind of sitting back and waiting to hear from something, someone. I almost said waiting to hear back. So maybe some of you are waiting to hear back. So during this time, because things aren't moving forward, I know it kind of has you in your feels. At least that's what I'm picking up on. There's a sense here where maybe you want to have control over the stability of something. I don't know if it could be your home, it could be your work. If if you own a business, the stability of that. It could most definitely be a relationship. You want something stable. Maybe it's a home that you already have together, or reaching a milestone. Maybe it's a milestone when it comes to whatever this is that hasn't taken off. And it's like, I haven't gotten what I wanted, or I'm not happy. It's coming from a place of your emotions are kind of taking over, and they're messing with you in the way where you're having a hard time this trusting the universe, yes, but trusting your intuition. And yeah, it's blocking off, almost like feeling clearly, thinking clearly. What's this devil in reverse with the Seven of Swords? So, interesting message. Some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn. We have Virgo as well on the table. Now we have Pisces. But when it comes to this devil energy, it's like we know something isn't good for us. Something's been hindering us. Something has maybe been restricting, or it was built on something that is that's just dark. It could be toxic, it could be some type of codependency, and it's like we're trying to release that, but there's also a sense of we're not being upfront with it. Maybe you're hiding what you're truly going through. Maybe some of you, I'm getting depression maybe, or some type of mental health struggle that maybe you've been hiding, or you're not really open about. You're keeping it to yourself. I keep getting, I don't know if you guys recently ended something. Maybe that's what this is that couldn't take off. But I do feel like it's not out of your energy yet. You haven't walked away from this. It's like you're still here, but there's also time that has to like happen. It's like what's between you and this thing right now, it's space and time. And right now it's just, it wasn't the time for whatever reason. I believe when I started the reading, I said rejection is divine intervention, and that's really what I'm getting for you. If something hasn't happened yet, it's because there's something else that you don't see coming, you don't know is happening, like you don't know everything there is to know about the situation. This Knight of Cups, though, is telling me that there's either an offer coming or that's what you're waiting for. This could be someone sharing romantic feelings with you, or you having romantic feelings for someone. This could be a job offer that feels really good. This is an olive branch, but at the same time, we're not trusting it, but we're not trusting it, but we're also not fully letting it go yet. So for those of you that this is work related, it does feel like there is opportunity here for growth that is coming. And it's interesting because this is telling me it actually happens because you stay right here. It actually happens because you didn't go anywhere, or because this didn't take off. If this is speaking about a person, I feel like there is going to be an opportunity to get to know them better or build something on a friendship level. And I do see you guys coming together. Now, this is very strong friendship energy to me. This feels like going out, having fun, maybe being distracted. Maybe that's part of your message that you need to hear today, because I do feel like there is potential for growth here. And it doesn't require you to physically go anywhere. I definitely think that whatever hangups or hiccups you're currently encountering and you're going to continue to encounter for the next few weeks, it's not going to derail any big plans that you may have. There is still energy in motion, but for now, there's a need to pump the brakes, get your emotions under control, meditate, pray, rest, allow yourself. Like, don't just say, yeah, I'm not seeing them, or I'm not, there in that environment, or whatever this is. But it's still kind of, like I said, living rent free in your head to some degree. And that's something that definitely wants to be pointed out. Again, if it's drama, tension with other people, it's best to just disconnect and take your space, your distance from that. All right. Thank you, Spirit. More messages, please, for my group number ones. Can we get some messages from their higher selves? What does their higher self want them to know? Important messages for my group number ones. Important messages for my group number ones. What does their higher self want them to know, please? What does their higher self want them to know, please? What does their higher self want them to know? Messages for my group number one. Oh my gosh, you guys, your higher self wants you to know that, okay, first of all, your higher self is like, stop looking in the rearview mirror. Stop going over what happened. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, because it's not going to matter. You guys do have an exciting new opportunity coming. If this is a love thing, it's fun, flirty, sex is good, chemistry is good, there's potential. If this is not, if this is work related, it feels like an exciting new project that's going to tap into your creativity in some way, and it's going to be a new opportunity for you to work on something that's going to grow. Stop ruminating over what didn't happen. Yeah, for some of you, I'm telling you, I know it's hard to see it when you are in it, but whatever was in your life that got disrupted, or whatever wasn't a yes, the door didn't open, you didn't go, it didn't move forward. It's for a reason that right now you can't really wrap your head around or see, or maybe some of you do, and this is just validating that. I see you moving forward on your own. I see you guys breaking out of a mold. I see you guys realizing that this passion lived within you the whole time. Again, there's a message of it's not out there. It's not over there. It's in here. It's within you. It might even be in your current environment that things are going to be changing in a way that you don't see yet. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, this is going to be different. If this is a person that you start dating, they're different than you. They might dress a little differently. I was going to say they might dress a little funny, but that's not nice. Funny meaning like maybe your style and their style is like completely different. If this is a person, I feel like they're going to have a signature something. Maybe they accessorize, maybe they're a sneakerhead, maybe they wear a beanie or a hat, um, or someone does. And it's very out of the box and not traditional for you. It's like you're going against the grain of what you normally would go through. If this is talking about a creative project or work or anything surrounding, maybe it's even friendships, it just feels like there's something here that isn't what you would normally do, and it's rebelling a little bit. I am getting the sense of someone here is playful with their style or with their art or what they how they speak. There's just something different, but it feels good. Maybe that's even you. You coming out of the box that maybe you've been put in, or maybe you put yourself in that box. Yeah, so anything that didn't move forward is actually working out for you. You're gonna find that being on your own, providing for yourself, working hard for what you have. Maybe you haven't been single for a while. Maybe this is you getting out of a long-term relationship and you're like, I'm out here. The streets are calling my name. Um, I just bought some new clothes. I'm feeling good. I'm ready to do this. There's just a fresh energy that's heading your way, and it's really fun and it's exciting. There's whatever you've been ruminating over, or like I said, coulda, woulda, shoulda's about your situation. I feel like that's going to be dropped, and there's just a focus on your home, on your stability, on your family, whatever your 10 of Pentacles is. It feels solid. You're no longer paying attention to all of these little petty things that were kind of draining your energy. Even if now, not discrediting, they may not be little things, they could be big things, but I just don't think that you're going to be concerned about them in the near future like you currently are. I really feel like this energy is going to be shifting for you by springtime, even though this is a timeless reading. You can listen to it anytime, but where we're currently at, spring's in a few weeks. And I definitely think that in the next 3 months, you're going to I think it's going to be sooner than 3 months that you start to feel this. So whenever you watch this, 3 months from then. The Magician, it came out reversed, but I feel like it should be upright, because that's you manifesting. It's almost like manifesting your level up. You guys are coming off as being very creative. This group is very attractive and creative. And you're going to be stepping in your power when it comes to that. You're going to realize that you have all the resources you need and you actually don't lack anything. That's the other big message here. If it's a money issue, it's going to get better. Whatever this is, if this is talking about money and we're talking about you starting a new creative project, it's going to provide for you. It's going to bring you attention. You're going to manifest things that you've wanted. You're going to get there. It's just whatever this was that didn't work out, it just wasn't for you. But it doesn't mean that it's not happening. There's divine timing at play. You have to rest, okay? Even though you want to go, 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 you're going to have to take a break, or else you're going to be repeating a pattern that you have in the past. So don't get so lost in the sauce that you end up approaching things the same way or repeating some type of pattern in the same way. You're going to be required to walk away from things in order to create this forward movement. I see work is good, or just anything you put your energy behind is going to be giving to you. For those of you that this is about a person, you're going to know if you want to repeat a cycle because they might be coming in and showing you attention. You guys get a lot of attention. At least that's the energy I'm getting. It could be looks or recognition for what you do. You're magnetic. People see it. People like it. And I feel like you're going to be getting attention from this emperor, whether this is a job, a boss, or a lover. It might be someone that you already know because it's saying that you might repeat a pattern with them, repeat a cycle. So take your rest so that you have a clear mind. If this is someone that wants to repeat something with you, yeah, they're going to come in hot and heavy because you're looking good. You may have had a painful ending with this person. So just make sure that they're coming in healed, because they're going to want to move forward, and it's going to be tempting for you. The only way you're going to really be in a level-headed place to see if this is even what you want is by taking this rest. Don't force anything right now, my group number ones. Don't push anything. Just go along with it. Anything that hasn't happened, you're like, okay, pray. I'm like, pray for surrender. Surrender to the current circumstances, because it's not a forever thing. It's a for right now, and it's definitely a necessary step to get you going in this direction. Okay. So for those of you that wanted messages, are things going to get better? Am I going to be doing better? Hell yeah, you are. Yes, yes, you are. I absolutely love that for you. Love that for you. All right, let me pull some advice cards, actually. Even though rest is part of your advice, I always like to end with some more messages on advice. All right, thank you, Spirit. Advice, please. Advice for my group number ones besides rest. What does their higher selves want them to know? How can they best take care of themselves? Some of you may have to, okay, it's going to be one way or the complete opposite. Some of you need to take a break from listening to your friends or your family and what they have to say about your situation. We love them. They love us. They want what's best for us, but they're also not us. So there's some answers that only you'll know. Now, for others of you that you're like, what are you talking about, lady? I'm completely isolated. Then get out there, like, go hang out with your friends and have some fun. It's going to help nurture you. Okay. So take whatever side of that message resonates with you. I do feel like for those of you that resonated with, stop listening to your friends so much, they make it hard for you to trust yourself. Advice, please. Yeah, they make it hard for you to trust yourself. It's almost like okay, yeah. You guys need to create some space between you and the people. That this is for those of you that are currently getting maybe unsolicited advice or opinions that kind of cloud your judgment. They might even be messages that make you feel hopeless, that something is never going to happen. Stop listening to anyone that tells you that something is never going to happen. No one ever knows. There is literally no psychic, no tarot reader, no friend, no anyone that knows exactly what's going to happen. We might have instincts and intuition to help guide us, but there's some things that are just, they're beautifully left up to the universe, and they're meant to be a surprise. So don't let outside influences kind of mess with your vibe at this moment in time regarding this, okay? Like I said, they mean well, but right now it doesn't seem like it's what you need. Only take that if it resonates. All right, my friends. Let's pull some oracle cards for you. You guys can ask a question. Think of a question as I'm shuffling, and we'll try to get you an answer. You'll know it's an answer because you'll feel it in your gut. Just like these messages. If they hit, it's because you know they're for you. If they're not, just take them as more messages for your reading, and only take what resonates. Thank you, Spirit. If my group number ones have a question on their mind, can we get them an answer, please? We're going to pull 3 cards. Thank you, Spirit. They're like, those are the 3 cards. It's in the bag because it's happening. It is happening, you guys. It's not happening now, but it doesn't mean it's not happening. We have picked the following cards. Let me get the top one from the deck. Oh my God, I can scream. It's on its way to you, guys. And then we have a definitely not. So that's for those of you that possibly had a question on your mind. There is 1 no, but there's 2 yeses. So only you'll know how to decipher those. All right, let's get you a little charm reading before we close this out. Thank you, Spirit. Can we get some more messages for my group number 1? All right. someone here is hiding something or being fake in a situation. I did pick that up with that Seven of Swords earlier. So that's a Barbie doll. Don't be fake. A reminder of authenticity. We have La Magia. Literally, you guys are so magnetic. What's living rent-free in your head, it's what's going to become your reality. We have the scissors. This to me always reminds me of cord cutting or cutting ties. Maybe that's what you're doing. I do think that in order for progress to be made, you are going to be cutting something off, or like I said, walking away from something. We have the 9mm dagger. This to me is about pulling the trigger on your passions. We have the LA mini ears. Maybe there's a Dodger connection, Disney connection, kids involved, something nostalgic. Maybe some of you guys love Disneyland or like collect toys. We have 555, angel number 555. There are transitions, but you are in alignment. This does require shedding to some degree. Again, maybe cutting things off or cutting people off, even if it's just for the time being. Okay, you're in a transitional spot. We have Maggie riding the skateboard. Again, maybe someone here, kid of the 90s, The Simpsons, kids involved, doing fun things, maybe getting together with friends from your childhood, or maybe that's who you're thinking of cutting off for a while. And then we have La Brea. This is a really big street in the city that I live in. Maybe this street means something to you. Maybe there's something about commuting, drives, going somewhere, initials LB. All right. That's what I have for you, my group number ones. I hope you enjoyed this reading. More than anything, I hope it was helpful. I'm wishing you nothing but the best, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys. Hello, my group number twos. If you picked this Britney Spears concert stub, then welcome to your reading, my little Britney stans. I mean, maybe you are, maybe you aren't. But I did just start hearing Piece of Me as I was setting up for your group. The line, what does it say when she's like, I mean, the whole song, it's about people wanting something from her. And she's like, you want a piece of me. And it's like, people are never happy with how she looks, where she's at, what she's doing. They're always criticizing. So we'll see if that's kind of something that you're dealing with or something that comes through in your reading. And as I'm saying that, my throat is closing up. So we'll see what that's about. All right, let's begin. Let's use this little tarot deck right here to get you some messages from your higher self, important messages that you most need to hear at this moment in time. This is a timeless reading that you're meant to hear whenever you stumble across it. So any like certain time of year that I talk about, that could be different depending on when you listen to it. But yeah, let's begin. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages for the collective in my group number twos. All right, first we're going to start by looking into your current situation to help you identify that there is indeed a message for you in this group, my group number twos. Thank you, Spirit. What can you tell me about what my group number twos are currently dealing with so that they know that this is their group, Spirit? What can you tell me about my group number twos? Messages from their higher selves, what's currently going on with them. Messages for my group number twos, please. You guys could be focusing on your foundation right now and building stability. Messages for my group number twos, please. All right, I'm seeing an ending. Some of you, this could be a marriage or this could be a contract. This could have been a commitment. There seems to be a shift. We have Taurus and Scorpio energy on the table. Look at that. I had a feeling. This could have been a dynamic that changed at home or an important foundation in your life. There's a change coming to it. Yeah, some of you, it could be work or again, home, family. There's just something here that is shifting, but it had to. There could have been a contract in place that needed to be broken. Or for some of you, this is a marriage that you're leaving. And now you're focusing on your stability, on building towards that, on something that's solid, because something you were involved in for a really long time, or it involved lots of money or lots of investment or family. It didn't work out. You have a lot of love in your heart, but you don't show it. It's like this is something you keep under wraps. You don't talk about it. I do sense that whatever happened, whatever shifted, whatever transition that happened, it was the right thing. Again, some of you guys, this could have been a contract. Yeah, something just didn't take off. It was like the commitment just wasn't there. Someone just was not committed. There's the Emperor. So the Emperor is powering through this change. You could be showing up as the Emperor, which is you're being assertive, you're in charge, you're trying to, you're still leading the team or the ship. You're showing up to your responsibilities and handling them. But there is a transition. For some of you, this is spouse energy. That's what you could be shedding. It for those of you that it's divorce or something like that we're picking up on, a change in dynamic. Even if you weren't legally married, this feels like the ties were in deep. Or the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Why the Page of Swords in reverse? Yeah, you're definitely not speaking. So I was going to say your struggle is internal. I mean, I know all of our struggles is internal. You are moving on though. Okay, things are progressing, but not in the way you wanted them to. And I understand that. You wanted things to be different. You wanted things to work out, but they're not. And this is where you're currently at. Rest assured that even if what happened wasn't ideal, which I'm sure it was not, or maybe it was for your circumstance. Everyone's different. This is a collective reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest for someone else. But what I'm feeling here is that you're keeping a lot to yourself, including the emotions that you have. Now, there's a lot of care and love in this situation, but there's also an energy where maybe your confidence or your mood, or this is the other person coming through. If there is another person, it's like affected. So we're just taking space, or we're just trying to move on, even if we're not really happy with how we're having to do that. We know that it's for the best, for the situation and for probably yourself and the greater good. This situation is currently making you feel really stuck or afraid, or just not sure what to do when it comes to your foundation, your Four of Wands, your stable structures. What is happening here? It's like something's been shooketh, and it's kind of left you in a place of, I feel like lacking confidence is coming through. But really, this is kind of pushing you. It's going to push you to be brave. It's going to push you to kind of perhaps even do things on your own or stand on your own. Maybe you haven't done that in a long time, and that's also going to be part of what is coming in for you. Lots of silence in this situation. For a lot of you, I feel like this is talking about another person. There's a lot of masculine energy on the table. And I feel like one person is feeling it and just like, oh, I don't know if I can. Like I said, maybe you're having a hard time understanding how you feel, what to think, how to behave. Like it just feels like it's an uncomfortable transitional time because of this death card energy, because our stability is I don't know, maybe it could have even been jeopardized in some way. Maybe this is something that you weren't able to build towards. Maybe you invested a lot of time into it and it just didn't end up working out. But it feels like you are moving in the right direction. This King of Wands tells me there's someone very confident here. This energy and this energy feel different. Maybe this is what you're working towards, is that even though right now you are feeling the way you're feeling, or maybe the other person, you have love for the person that maybe they've cut you off, or you cut them off, or you're not speaking to them. I'm just getting that there's silence here. If there is two people, there's silence between them. We'll just leave it at that. It feels like the direction you're moving in is going to be getting you back in your power. It's going to be you having the confidence to go after the things that you want fearlessly. But in order to do that, this had to happen. Some of you could be even breaking away from a long-term career or something you were committed to. And you took charge and you brought it to an end. But now it's like we're reeling in the aftermath. Now there's almost like a different reality that might be setting in with this Eight of Swords. It's almost like you're feeling stuck, but you're not. It's just going to be a timing thing. I feel like if this is a person that you're not talking to, you're still like spiritually connected. Maybe you guys don't want to hear that, but that's for somebody. It's like maybe you guys think of each other like at the same time, or if you start to think about them out of nowhere, it's maybe they're like in their feels about you, if that applies, or, that's not going to be for everyone. But there's no talking in the real 3D world, but there's communication in the 5D. So maybe you've been dreaming of this person or getting these thoughts that feel like they're coming from them, or it feels like there's still, for those of you that applies to, it feels like there's still a connection there to some degree. All right, let's continue. We have Leo, Aries, Scorpio, Taurus. We have all the signs, Libra with that Justice card, and then we have more fire signs showing up. All right, thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 2s from their highest selves, please. From their highest selves. Are you guys high? From their higher selves. That was funny. Someone's smoking and watching this. All right, messages for my group number 2s. Important messages, please, from their higher selves for my group number 2s. Messages for my group number 2s from their highest selves, please. Highest self. I have to make myself laugh, guys. I do sit here and talk to myself. Well, I talk to you guys all day, but you guys can't talk back. I should go live on YouTube so that I can interact with you guys. All right. So it's a little push and pull, because I do feel like there is an emotional new beginning that is coming. But what your higher self wants you to know, it's now this is you, I feel like. There's something that's self-inflicting that's going to be holding you back and causing confusion. Now, sometimes it's really hard to put words to energy, and so just bear with me for a second. But I feel, what I'm feeling right now is our tendency to think back, or to, maybe it's even self-sabotaging in some way. We're trying to revert back to past behaviors that kept us in a limited space, like somewhere where we couldn't grow, or maybe there's an attachment here that is toxic, and maybe that's something worth exploring for yourself, because it feels like this energy is still lingering and it doesn't make you feel very positive. Maybe this is pointing out how you're currently feeling, that you're not really feeling in your power, even though you did take the steps to bring this ending or to bring something to a close. And it's like you were being assertive, but now that we're in the aftermath, there's a lot of confusion, but there's also self-sabotaging things that are coming up that are keeping you from feeling confident enough to, carry on or move forward. Your higher self wants you to know that this is a new opportunity. Either it's approaching or it's already here, and it's going to bring you new love. It's going to make you feel better. Or the Chariot, please. Yeah, for some of you guys, this is definitely opportunity at new love. Heavy on the Cancer energy and Leo. So you're moving forward with a lot of love, but you're not feeling good about it. And your higher self wants to point that out. Some of you guys could be getting what you wanted, and now that you have it, you're like self-sabotaging, because you're thinking back. You're thinking of too many things, too many components, maybe too many projects that are half finished and not completed, or you can't ground them because you're your tasks are all over the place. Maybe you need to have like a to-do list, or maybe you need to narrow down what you're giving your focus to. Because right now it's I hate to say it, but it's kind of all in your head and it's not being grounded into reality. Um, a lot of you guys aren't really talking about this. You're feeling a little pessimistic, maybe trying to avoid certain responsibilities or duties. I'm getting heavy Cancer energy. Pisces now as well, but lots of Cancer. Where's the devil? All right, so some of you guys could be operating from the ego. Yeah. Okay, so if this feels like it's you, now we all have an ego. We're human. Like, we're human. The only thing is we need to know when to put it in check. Our ego is what pushes us to go after opportunities and do things, and it's fine. We all have it. But what I'm seeing here, it's almost like an overextension of, I must keep the illusion that I got this, I'm good, I'm in charge. Maybe it's even obsessively going after new projects, new people, new things. If this isn't you, this feels like it's someone who is kind of only out for themselves, or is like obsessively, like, maybe someone here has a codependency issue. Maybe someone's addicted to, sex, drugs, rock and roll. Maybe it's love, maybe it's work, but it's something here that's holding you back, and your higher self wants to bring attention to that. Maybe it's even relationships that, not for everyone, but maybe they keep you as the side piece, or maybe they're toxic attachments that you have, and there needs to be some type of awareness that's brought to that. Your higher self wants you to bring an end to this confusion. And how you're going to do that is by narrowing down what you're letting take from your mental space, or like live in your head, like rent free, right? But this feels, for those of you that are creative or have projects or just have a lot of things going on in your life, I understand. We're all adults, we're all busy, but it's time to bring an end to certain things that don't need to be there anymore. Maybe these are past habits that are ego based. Maybe you don't need to carry on as normal so everyone else sees you as being this in charge person who has their shit together. Like, it's totally fine, but it's fine that you're not always like at the top of your game, because right now the attention that's being brought is to some inner work that needs to be done. Now, for those of you that this is talking about a divorce, it just feels like you're hitting a spot where you're just not feeling the most confident about things. Now, you may be having fears that maybe this person, there was things about them that now you see, and they're just not making you feel the greatest. But again, it's coming from a place that's trying to hold you back with that devil energy. Yeah, I'm just getting the sense here of, we're just trying to cover it up and proceed as normal, when in fact there's actually a lot of change going on underneath the surface. This is leading you to a whole new era, a whole new chapter of your life, but you're going to have to try to get yourself out of the 7 of Cups. And the way you do that, like I said, is by narrowing down what you're giving your attention to, what you're kind of spread thin. Say you're an artist and you're like, oh, I have an idea for this painting. I have an idea for this sculpture. I have an idea for this. I have an idea for that. So you start the painting, you start the sculpture, you buy all the supplies for the other thing. And then 3 months later, you still have a table, a desk full of unfinished projects. Or if they're finished, they weren't given the time and attention that they needed in order to really get the results that you wanted. And that's what I'm getting. It's time to cut some of these things out and simplify, because it's going to allow you to close chapters more easily. It's like cleaning off the dust. It's like, what is that? Like clearing off the table and then only putting back what you really need. And then the rest of the stuff, it like needs to go, There's also a focus on your sleep. If someone here is dealing with a Leo or an Aries or a Capricorn, it's like releasing like these late night thoughts. That could be also self-sabotage as well. That's keeping you clouded. It's keeping you thinking back. It's keeping you stuck in the mental realm instead of grounding things. This is beautiful energy here. Over here, I see new opportunities for new love. I see you moving forward. I see you being caring, and doing things from, more than anything, it's like emotional maturity. But this over here doesn't fit this. So however this resonates in your story, it's just kind of what I'm picking up. I'm picking up like don't self-sabotage yourself during this time with confusion and with matters of the ego. The ego is going to give you anxiety. The ego is going to make you feel like you need to go, go, go and do something now. The ego is going to tell you, but what does X, Y, and Z think? What are they going to think of me? Or what are people going to say? Like thoughts like that. That's ego. Your intuition is going to be that thing that quietly soothes you and lets you know, no, you did the right thing. You're moving in the right direction. Like things are happening, even if you don't see them happening now, you know things are going to get better. That's your intuition. And that's how you know who's in the driver's seat, because you do not want this devil in the driver's seat. It's just going to prolong this. My group number twos. All right. I was just checking that I didn't miss anything. Let's pull let's pull a few cards for advice for you before we close out your reading with, oops, that was a deck of cards. That's not one we're using. It's fine. Before we close out your reading, we'll do oracle cards and a little charm reading. Thank you, Spirit. Any more advice, please, for my group number ones, higher selves, for their current situation? Advice, please. Your new beginning is coming, but there are delays, and that doesn't surprise me because collectively, well, depending on when you watch this, I am going to post this at the end of February / beginning of March. And I just did horoscopes for March, and a lot of us are facing delays. So don't be discouraged. Things are happening. Oh my gosh. I don't know why I just heard be your own daddy. So take that however, but I'm just getting, you're going to manifest. You're either, so split group, you're either going to manifest a committed spouse who's reliable, loyal, shows up, is like stable, there for you, is there to build a material world with you, a family. Now, for others of you, you're manifesting. That's why I said be your own daddy. You're manifesting you to be that. You're, especially those of you that are like business owners or work for yourselves or moving up in your career. This is manifesting that position, that money, that stability, that reliability. But it's going to require you to drop the conflict, the drama, the tension, the jealousy, the competition, the what they did, what I did. It's like there's no room for that anymore. So some of you could be, I'm going to see what this Page of Cups is, because I'm feeling like something new is going to pop up that's going to feel good. And it's like you're manifesting this. You're basically manifesting good things. But in this moment in time, I don't think you guys are feeling the most positive about it. Look at that. Okay, speak it into existence, you guys. Your words are super powerful. So if you speak negatively, you're going to attract negative. If you speak exactly what you want, you're going to get it. This is someone who's almost spell casting. So if you guys do rituals, or if you are one of those people that you're like, you know what I want? And then you fill in the blank. Even when you're talking to friends, that's what you're going to attract. They're encouraging you to have fun again. For those of you that are creative or are in a creative field, they're encouraging you to channel this into that and not care what other people have to say or think. Lead with love. I love this. Like not being defensive. There could also be someone younger around you, or someone that's just there for you. Maybe pops in. Maybe it's a crush. but it requires you to put your defense down. It's already written in the stars for you guys. This King of Pentacles is on his way. Whether this is a person or your own stability, they're on their way. Something's already in motion. You just got to learn what you got to learn. Don't self-sabotage and try to stay positive. So you guys are going to be getting downloads through dreams. Again, I feel like you're connected to dreams or like your own psychic powers, and you're going to actually find that your happiness is in your solitude. A lot of you, by going within, you're going to figure out what makes you happy, and you're going to realize the options that you have. You guys may even pivot and go in a complete different direction. Maybe this King of Pentacles is the other direction. You have to speak it though. What is it you want? It's going to be very powerful when you do. And I'm going to be honest with you, my group number twos. As soon as you voice it, it's going to come in so much faster than when you're in that devil energy. And you're like, well, I don't know. I don't know if I'm a bad bitch. And it's like, no, you are. We all have to be reminded of that. You're a little back and forth. Let's see what this Two of Pentacles, 1 foot in. Oh, I see. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Maybe there's phasing, a phase that you're in where you're not full. Yeah, you're not fully out of this one thing yet, but you're not fully into the new thing. But you got to keep it balanced. It's okay that you're not fully over the last thing. It's okay, but don't let it something that don't let it be something that holds you back. Okay. Lots of Aries energy, Leo, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and Cancer. Like I said, Aquarius as well. All right, my group number twos. You guys can start thinking of, as I'm knocking everything over, you guys can think of a question as I'm shuffling these cards. You'll know you get an answer because you'll feel it in your gut, just like you did in that reading. If it hit for you, you felt it. If you liked it, give it a little thumbs up, friends. The likes always help keep me motivated and knowing what kind of content you guys want. All right, Spirit, if my group number ones have a question, can we get them an answer? More messages for their reading, please. All right, we have, you're in alignment. Things are happening the way that they had to. A sign of success, and it's a hard no on this. So you have 2 yeses and 1 no. Maybe this no is relating to your question or something else that was on your mind. We'll leave that there. But you guys are going in the direction, going in the right direction. All right, let's get you another oracle card message. We have, I'm unafraid of the fire within. Look at that. Stepping into your power. I'm so into it. Let's get some charms for you before we close out your reading. Thank you, Spirit. What else can we tell my group number 2? For those of you that this is about divorce, like you guys are for sure manifesting a new love is what it feels like. Stable, something emotionally mature as well. More Leo energy. Someone here has Leo in their chart. It's also going to take courage and bravery on your part. We have amigos. Maybe someone's a fan of Friends. Maybe this is a friend or friends are involved in some way. We have Bjork, the cover from Debut. Think of Human Behavior. And I Miss You. I'm also, what's that part? Oh my gosh, it just popped in my head and I have to say it because when they give me a message like that. So in the song, I Miss You, she says, I miss you, but I haven't met you yet. And then there's a part where she says, I was peaking, but I haven't something yet. Anyway, that's for somebody. Maybe for some of you, you haven't met your next person yet, or you're definitely haven't met all the people that you're meant to meet in your life, but we'll just leave that there. We have the little alien Roswell from Roswell, New Mexico. Maybe someone here is from New Mexico. Maybe there's someone likes aliens. I always think of Aquarian energy when aliens pop up. We have this snake, literally this is the pin I was thinking of with that death card. It was like shed and release. In order to experience growth, you have to shed this old skin, and it's not uncomfortable, or it's not comfortable. It's uncomfortable, but it's necessary. And look, you got the death card. There's some serious transformation, and that's why it's uncomfortable for you guys. My kid, anytime she has a growth spurt, she complains about growing pains. And it's like, I forgot that. Like, physical growing pains are actually a thing. And I feel like that's what you're experiencing, my group number twos, is your own set of growing pains. We have Saint Coco, a reminder that your guides are here to help you. If you need to pray or meditate, ask for signs. You have support. Even if you don't physically see it, you'll feel it. We have I'm Your Puppet. Maybe this is your connection with the past person, or maybe someone here feels like they were a puppet. Then we have the Vintage New York pin. This, I've been told, is a rare pin. I'm sure you're a rare person. But yeah, maybe someone here likes Hello Kitty or is from the East Coast. All right. That's what I have for you, my friends. I really hope you enjoyed this reading, but more than anything, I hope you found it helpful. I'm wishing you nothing but the best, friends. I'm sending you so many blessings. Take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys. Hello, my group number threes. I was going to say hello, my Wu-Tang Killer Bees. If you picked group number 3, aka this Wu-Tang Clan concert stub, I was like, what is it's a ticket? I'm like, we don't hold paper tickets anymore. Yeah, you know what I mean. Welcome to your reading, my friends. Let's get to it. Today we're going to be asking messages from your higher self, important messages. What do you most need to hear in this moment in time, friends? This reading is meant to help bring you clarity, guidance, advice, maybe even hope that things are going to be shifting if you're currently having a hard time or if you're feeling stuck. I know collectively we're just all feeling it. So that's my intention for this reading today. Keep in mind it is a collective reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest for someone else. Tarot is just picking up on the current energy, and it is constantly shifting. So if something hits you in the gut, if something feels like it hits, that's your intuition telling you that that message is for you. All right, so let's begin. And of course, if you like this video, give it a little like, friends. It helps keep me accountable on the channel, because then I see what you guys like to hear about. All right, let's begin. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for the collective and my group number threes. My group number threes, we're going to begin by looking into what's currently going on with you, and then that'll help you identify that there is indeed a message for you in this group. Thank you, Spirit. What can you tell me about my group number threes, please? What's going on with them? What do we need to talk about today for my group number threes? Messages for my group number threes. What's currently going on with them? What's the energy? What are the vibes? I'm hearing ODB, like every group I've been just channeling songs from that concert stub. So I'm hearing ODB right now in my head. Shimmy, shimmy, ya. All right, what's currently going on with my group number threes? Oh, look at that. All right. Y'all drew the boundary or something. It's like you got something to say. Maybe your job requires you to talk a lot like mine does. Let's see why that devil energy is there. And the high priestess, Lord. This is very powerful. This is the power of someone spellcasting, speaking things. And if it's not speaking things, it's like the energy is really intuitive, but it's also, we're going to see why the devil energy. Some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn. We have Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and Pisces as well. What's going on with my group number threes? All right. So maybe you guys did draw the line or drew some kind of boundary. Maybe you're just like, no, it's not like that. This is my truth. This is how I feel. This is what I have to say. And if you don't like it, well, that's okay. That's what it is. Yeah, you guys are in your truth right now. Hey, I had to clear my throat for that one. It just feels like you're not here for the BS, and you're not going to be BS'd either. Maybe you've been lied to in the past, or it's almost like if you can't trust it, you're letting it be known. If I can't trust you, it's like, this is how I feel about it. Like, I don't have time for that. Why the devil, please? Why the High Priestess? And why the Four of Pentacles? So there is a lot of love here in this situation. I don't know if you have love for someone or for something that just isn't good for you, or there is a level of toxicity. I'm going to see what that devil, what are you attached to that you love or that you have a lot of love for? Why the Knight of Cups in reverse? So you guys are waiting for something true, or you're waiting for something. Maybe you're not waiting and you're just wishing. That's more like it. I don't think you guys are waiting, but you're like, I wish that if this is a person, it's like, I wish that they would just open up, because someone's really clamped up. Someone's closed the F off. They're either holding on to something from the past and they're just like, nope, I'm not letting this go. I'm not ready to yet. It's inhibiting. That's what I'm feeling. This is someone's red flag or toxic trait. And they're delaying. And it's almost like hard to remain positive about this, or maybe they're a little pessimistic. And it feels like there's a level of detachment that's currently going on, but it's like there's a spark right under the surface. I do feel there's a lot of silence in your reading, or there's just a lot of internal work, but it's almost like, this is what needs to happen. I'm going to look at this devil one more time and see what I can get. What's up with this devil spirit for my group number 3s? What is this? Oh, man. You guys are like, I'm in love. I want an emotional new beginning here. Maybe it's with a Capricorn, or maybe it's with, okay, this isn't for everybody, but maybe this is with someone who's already with someone else, or they have a thing from the past that they're still entangled, like a MFer, like for real. The It's like the force is strong with this one is what I was going to say, because I do feel like there is a strong tie, and you're just like, there's love here. There's a new beginning that you're wishing for, but someone is holding back, or someone can't offer that yet. And I feel like you're like, you know what? I'm just like, I'm going to step back, or I'm going to keep to myself, or I'm going to go quiet. I'm going to tap into my intuition and do what I think is right, because I need authenticity. I need you to be real. And maybe this isn't a specific person, and this is just what you want to call into your life, but I'm getting the feeling that for most, group number 3, this is a specific person. If this isn't your story, there's 2 other groups where we do go into what they're currently going through, and I'm going to say they've all been different so far. All right, why the Knight of Cups in reverse? Yeah, it's almost like you wish for this, but things haven't gotten better. It's hard to remain positive because someone is so closed off, or someone is holding on to this. Maybe you're holding on to this. Maybe you're holding on to the love that you have in this situation. It feels like a soul connection to some degree. This could be a soulmate. This could be speaking of children. This could be speaking of someone that you miss. There's good memories here, and it's like, I want to start new. I have all this love for this person, place, or thing, but I'm starting to lose hope, because even though this is my wish, it doesn't feel like things are moving forward. My throat is closing up like crazy right now. All right, let's see what this Ace of Wands is. So right now, I feel like either you're at a disconnect, or you're just disengaging. Yeah, it's like, I give up. I need this to change, and I'm not doing this anymore. I'm ready for something new. I'm ready for a new spark. I'm ready for passion. I'm done feeling sad. Someone here is ready to go. There's also communication that I see. We're going to look into that. You do go back and forth on whether or not you should avoid this or what to do now. I think you guys had a tower moment with this person. Something abruptly changed things. And now you're kind of left like, I still want this, but what do I do? Because it's not happening. So there are things behind the scenes that you don't see that are happening. There could be secrets or just lots of fears and illusions over this not working out. And that's because this person isn't speaking. It's almost like you're waiting for them to express a truth, but they're not doing that yet. They're keeping you waiting. My group number threes, if this sounds like your situation you're currently dealing with, then let's move on. Let's move forward. That's what I'm picking up as your current energy. Now let's see, what does your higher self want you to know about this? What is the urgent message that your higher self wants you to know about this situation? Thank you, Spirit. What does my group number three's higher self want them to know about this situation? What does my group number three's higher selves want them to know about this situation, please? What does my group number three's higher self want them to know about this situation, please? Patience. Patience is needed. Standing your independence in your singlehood. Focus on your work, your home, whatever it is you got going on, because there's a lot of healing that's going on during this time. What does my group number three's higher self want them to know? Oh my gosh. You're manifesting. You're manifesting this. You got to think about what it is you really want from this situation, though. And what, even if it's not this specific situation, it's like beyond that. It's like, what is it you want to manifest? What types of dynamics, relationships, experiences do you want? Because you're really powerful. And it's like, even though you're working on manifesting this, so you guys, let go of the timing. Whatever idea of timing you have, you're going to have to clean the slate on that. Because right now you're getting yourself anxious. You might be up late thinking about this. You feel all entangled into it. You can't get away from it. And it's blocked right now. It's not moving forward right now. Messages from my group number three's higher self, please. What do they need to know? Important messages regarding. Yeah, because it's like it hasn't taken off yet, but you're not walking away from it. But it's like, it's almost like you know that there's a new start that's going to eventually come. But any investment that you're giving to this right now, it's not pushing it any faster. It's not getting things going. It's just wherever the block is, it's beyond your control. Maybe some of you are manifesting communication that's going to make you happy because there's just a lack of clarity. Why the Nine of Swords, please? So it's almost like you're breaking your own heart, or by repetitively thinking of the things you're thinking of, you're keeping yourself in mental conflict. It's like there's nothing that you can reminisce over or go over or coulda, woulda, shoulda that's going to kind of change the current situation. I'm getting the sense that whatever isn't flowing right now, it's beyond your control. But in giving it so much mental space, attention, sleepless nights, anxiety, it's just keeping you in this feeling of loss. It's time to kind of stop fighting for this in the way that you've been doing or defending it. It's almost like it's blocked right now. By the Fool in reverse. Yeah, because I feel like even though you are standing in your power, there's just a lot here that hasn't been said. Oh my gosh. You're not walking away though. It's like this hasn't taken off yet, but I haven't given up. I'm still here, even though it hasn't been working out. By the Seven of Pentacles. All right. So I know you guys want to continue to invest into this, but there's something here that you need to recognize about the situation, and it's almost like a big awakening. And that could be that maybe this isn't going to happen. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But right now, it's not how you would want it anyway. If this came into your life, or if you got communication from this person or whatever it is, maybe it's a job opportunity or like whatever this is to you. I was just feeling like it was a person earlier, but it just feels like there's something here that we're not paying attention to, we're ignoring, and we're just trying to continue to give to it. You're giving your magic to it, and right now it's almost like sucking up your magic, because whatever this is just not. I do feel like it's a relationship. I know you have a soul connection with this person, but right now is not the time. Someone here could not be stable, not making a move, and you're just waiting kind of in vain, because I feel like you guys have been waiting for a really long time. Because this is your wish and you're hopeful about it. And that's good. Your higher self wants you to be hopeful about it, and they want you to wish, but they don't want you to hold it to you, hold it in, hold on to it in the way that you have been. They want you to let it breathe a little bit. You guys could be dealing with an Aquarius, but there is a wish here. It's like wishing on a star. Maybe you change the narrative from a specific person to calling in your soulmate. Because when you come together with this Two of Cups, it shouldn't be faced with this level of resistance. Someone here is really undecided. One more. Why the Four of Wands in reverse with the Three of Wands in reverse? There's a repeating pattern here that you know has happened, and it's time to break out of it in order to bring fairness. Look at that. Your happiness. Your happiness has been at stake here. You could be dealing with a Libra, Leo, Aries, Aquarius. Things don't feel like they're finished here. And maybe that's what also keeps you kind of lingering, but it's time to kind of change the approach of how you've been giving this your energy, your magic, how you've been letting it affect you. Maybe it's even a change of perspective, of remembering it's just not time. It's not time yet. Thank you, Spirit. All right, more messages, please, for my group number 3s from their higher self. When it comes to this situation, what do my group number 3s need to know, please? What do they need to know about this connection? What do my group number 3s need to know from their higher selves about this connection, please? Messages for my group number 3's highest good. What do they have to know about this connection? So it's like someone's either lack of commitment or lack of consistency. It wasn't enough to ever get anything off the ground. And there's a lot of memories that I think are holding you back, because you think back to this person, times you shared together. But it doesn't help you see clearly. It's like there's a lot of attraction for you in the situation, but this person's also like closed off and they're not speaking. It's like you can move in any direction that you want. Again, we're getting more Aquarius, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. What do they need to know about this connection? But someone here is really struggling to balance things out, maybe balance out their life. And it's like maybe you've been waiting for this person to show some type of consistency. But I feel like you guys have been waiting for a while. You're like, no, I see it coming. I know it's going to happen. And maybe you do, because you are so intuitive. But maybe it's just not giving it the same type of energy right now as you have been. There's a lot of healing that needs to happen. Transmuting this energy, taking these memories that you have, that this person kind of, maybe it's with this person, or maybe you're missing them. And it's like transmuting that and healing from that. It's like you're totally capable of doing that. That Judgment card came out kind of sideways. I'm going to put it like that, because like I said, I feel like this is an awakening for you. of how magnetic you truly are and how you can go after the things you want. This person may not be speaking right now because they're afraid to be real, or they know if they approach you, they have to come with truth, like we saw in the beginning part of your reading. And I don't think that they're ready for that. They're holding back feelings. Yeah, they're blocking. They might be blocking communication because they're just not ready for that. They also don't want to offer something they're not ready to, or something they're not serious about, which you have to give them credit for that. But right now someone is someone's withdrawn. Yeah, you guys are on the fence because you're like, I know the truth, I feel the truth, but where is the truth? Because I don't know if it's been spoken. What do they need to know? Why the Two of Pentacles in reverse, please? Yeah, you're like, should I give up or not? Because this person there's been a lot of conflicts with them. They're not the most upfront. They like, okay, so first of all, what you have to know, and you probably already know, is that this person keeps their feelings like contained, under wraps. That's their way of keeping control over situations. This person has a hard time letting go and going with the flow, opening up. And because of that, that's why they could have gone cold, because they're just not ready to be real. They're not ready to be authentic. This person's also operating from their ego. What else? I see sadness and regret because of a cycle has been repeated too many times here. We've been repeating the same thing, and maybe that's what this Knight of Wands is that things have happened, but they've been inconsistent, and then they just kind of repeat some type of cycle that you're in. All right, let's ask for some advice for you. Thank you, Spirit. And my group number 3's higher selves. Advice, please. Advice for my group number 3's from their higher self. What does their higher self want them to know? What's the advice? More advice, please. More advice, please. Focus on your sleep. You guys might be thinking so much about wanting this emotional new beginning with them, and you're not letting it go, but it's also like affecting you. Another sleep card. Maybe you're not letting go that you want to come back together, but there's also a message here about needing to be apart right now, or needing that space. Someone here could feel ignored or disconnected. That could be you, that could be them. Someone's holding back. And it is causing sadness. There's a feeling of loss here. Someone feels sad. Why is the 9 of Swords? Yeah, you're worried about coming back together with them. At least this is what this is telling me, and it's pointing that out. Or the Death in reverse. It's like I can't let it go, or I'm having a hard time letting this go, and wanting this emotional new beginning, and wanting things to flow, wanting to open up communication and just feel better is kind of at the forefront. But I do feel like there was a painful ending that happened. Someone here could be dealing with instability in their home. There could be something going on in someone's home. Maybe you shared a home with this person, or maybe they have something going on at home and they have to, like, it's just best for them not to be around right now is what I'm getting with the 4 Cups. I think you're ignoring this person, or you feel like they're ignoring you. Either way, it's like a purposeful detachment. Maybe it's both of you. You're purposely detaching. The Strength card. And there is that connection. I'm going to say you guys both feel it, but if you're feeling this ready, I'm going to say that whatever this person's going through, they're just not ready. And what's making you sad is thinking that this is going to be a missed opportunity, when in reality, it's like you don't want it to be an opportunity right now anyway, because you do not want anyone showing up in your life with, like, in this energy. You need them to be open, vulnerable, authentic, voicing what it is they want. Very strong connection here between you two. And that's why you feel this feeling of sadness. But there's a lot. You guys are, oh, I'm going to say it. I'm getting soulmate energy. I am. The connection is strong. The force is strong with this one. Maybe someone like Star Wars. But yeah, it's almost like you're feeling the loss of it when maybe it hasn't happened yet. It just can't happen right now. There's too many blocks and you haven't gotten what you wanted. So because you haven't gotten what you wanted, it's been hard to move on. It's been hard to move forward. There it goes again. You know what you got to do. They want you to be single, independent, and look at this devil energy keeps coming through. Maybe some of you guys are like obsessively, hopefully you're not doing like rituals and stuff to get this person back, because that's not the right way, guys. You don't want to force anything. Don't miss a major red flag because you want something so bad. I do see that there is a new beginning coming for you. It's going to be slow moving, and you are going to be walking away from something, whether it's walking away from this person entirely or walking away from these feelings. In doing so, it's going to, like, the energy is going to start to shift. I feel like you're going to have options, to be honest with you. You're going to have the option to either go with this, or maybe there's going to be someone new that comes in. But there's definitely a feeling here that the energy is really strong between you guys. I didn't do this for the other groups, but let's see. Let's see if your higher self has any messages about the potential outcome of this situation. Thank you, Spirit. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't get a clear answer, because it's almost like we're not meant to know everything, but we'll see. All right, what's the potential outcome from my group number 3's higher selves, please, when it comes to this situation, this person that they're connected to? What do they gotta know? So it's going to continue no messages or limited messages. I do see someone moving on or getting over the no talking. Someone's still closed off and hanging on tight or hanging on to this. Yeah, I don't see this taking off, guys. It's not a forever, but it's not anytime soon. I feel like you're giving up on communicating or on keeping an eye on them. You're just like, I can't. Yeah, some of you are going to lose hope with this and maybe decide to move on, move forward, live your life. This person's still hanging on to you. You have to know that, though. It's like, even though they haven't opened up. Okay, you guys may be choosing. So when you really choose to move on, that's when this person may come back around. But it's going to be like on their terms. Maybe they even feel your energy shifting and you're moving forward and they're like, whoa, wait. I want to invest into this. But I don't know if they do come in, if they're going to come in with anything satisfactory for you. It's because it's just been a tiring cycle. And it's almost like someone's like defensive and things just can't take off. Someone here just refuses to be vulnerable. At the end of the day, is what it feels like. Yeah, they're inconsistent, even though they feel this connection. It's very inconsistent. They need to, yeah, this person's like ignoring a truth. That's what I feel. That someone here is like ignoring something for them not to have to be vulnerable. They're blocking it off. So this isn't the, potential outcome forever, but this is definitely in the upcoming weeks. This is the energy that we can expect in this situation. All right, my friends, my group number 3s, let's pull some oracle cards for you and then do a little charm reading before we wrap up the party. All right, thank you, Spirit. If you guys want to think of a question while I shuffle, we'll see if we can get you an answer. You'll know it's an answer because you'll feel it in your gut, just like you did if any of those messages resonated. All right, thank you, Spirit, for these messages for my group number 3s. Can we get an answer to the question, please? 3 cards. That's a definitely not. All right. Look at, so the group is split. That's what I was getting. For some of you, it is, and for some of you, it's not. Only you're going to know. Look, reflect further for the outcome. We have it's in the bag. So for some of you, it's a yes. For others of you, it's definitely not. And only you'll know the details of your situation. Then we have reflect further for the outcome. Earlier, I said we're just not meant to know everything. And I definitely feel like this is a situation that we're not meant to know the end result, because if you knew the end result, it would affect how you live your life between now and then. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, to me, it's not a hard yes and it's not a hard no. It's a go out there and live your life and do you type of vibes. I didn't do this for the other groups, but then again, they weren't love related. So let's get some love oracles for you. Oh my gosh, I almost didn't even want to flip. All right, thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 3s, please. Love messages for my group number 3s. Wow, look at that. Out of an entire deck of love messages, you guys got the warning flags. We have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. This situation is draining you and it's taking you out of other happiness you could be experiencing or levels of feeling content. I was picking that up. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. That devil energy, that is definitely codependency coming through. And you guys had that coming up, whether that's on your end or the other person's end. Someone here is wrapped up in something messy, and it's best to create distance for now. We have pay attention to the red flags, the signs of cautioning you. You already see something about this person, regardless of how much you love them and care for them. Is this the type of energy that you would want to carry into a long-term relationship? I'm guessing it's not, but only you'll know. There's something here that has been easy to overlook because you feel such a deep connection that you're like, no, this is it. This is my person. We're meant to do this. We're meant to do that. And maybe you are, but not at this moment in time. This person has crazy amounts of work to do. I mean, you do too, but we just saw them as being the red flag. We're all a red flag. All right, thank you, Spirit. Let's get some charms for you. Any last messages for my group number 3s, please? All right, we have the Saint Coco. I love this. A reminder that your guides, your angels, your spirit guides are here for you. If you just ask for their support, you may not see it physically, but you will definitely feel it. We have Squad, again, leaning into your friends, your community, your family. It can be very healing. We have T-Rex eating the goat. Maybe there's something about life cycles. Maybe someone likes Jurassic Park. I always get like Circle of Life with that. I don't know why. We have Saint Selena. Maybe someone likes Selena. I do think of dreaming of you. Maybe that's when you think of this person. Maybe you dream of this person. We have the Fool, a new beginning, a new journey, taking a leap of faith. And then we have Hot Sunday, more about friends. This is from Saved by the Bell. Maybe someone here is a 90s kid or likes Saved by the Bell. But yeah, I'm getting lean into your friends here. Find joy in other types of love. Let the situation breathe. Don't obsess over it like you have been. Don't let it affect you the way that it has been, because no matter what, you can't push it. And if you do push it, just be careful what you call in, because you don't want to end up in a situation that's even worse off. Even if you physically have the person, you may not have the type of relationship that you want with them. at this moment in time. All right, my friends, that's what I have for you today. I'm sending you so many blessings. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you heard messages here that can help you in your situation and that resonated. And I will catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys.